don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
from the 39. Mahomes. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
1st and goal from the 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
59 yards.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give to Jones.
17-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. That'll crease here as he's past the 30.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
33-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Check. Yellow. Check hot. Hot. Hey, 57.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
New Orleans.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete.
Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved down in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. I don't don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Aaron Jones.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Down at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Jimmy Smith.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
Dancing to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. His throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Levante David. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brought him down. A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown,
Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Saints 35, Buccaneers 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Sanders. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Another run with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
15-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Wilson.
And all the way down to the 29.
A gain of 46.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Gain of 14.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, flush to his right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on 2nd down, and that sets up a 3rd and long.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Saints have moved out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
28-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and
back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Vinatieri set to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper. Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It leads to
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Corey Littleton able to get him for a loss of about 3. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. His throw incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag.